Hello everyone. Well, if you're like me, you have struggled with WWE 2K24's Universe mode. I've noticed that nothing seems to work as it should. Well, today we're gonna fix this. Let's start by creating a fresh universe. That will be the first step. I will delete my existing universe modes. No worries, I've done this a lot of times. And we're gonna create a new universe. Alright. What I want to mention first is that we should use slot 3 to create this new universe, because what we're gonna create here is gonna be pretty much a template, and once we configure it properly so the universe mode works, we can always use it afterward. Every time we want to create a new universe, we're gonna be able to just copy it from slot 3 and add it to any of the 3 slots, so we can create a fresh universe that works properly and save time. But for now, creating a new universe mode. Well, here you should go with classic mode. This is the universe mode that allows you the management of the shows. And from here, I will split this video into different chapters so you can easily track everything that we're doing to solve this. So now that we created a new universe on slot 3, I want to talk about what we're going to do in this video. I will provide you this overview of the steps that we want to take. Then we're going to take those steps one by one to see them done inside the game. So what I want to tell you is that I will not only configure the universe mode, I will also play it. I will sim the 4 weeks for each month, checking the show's card. This way we can see if there's anything weird going on, something that maybe we missed, and we can solve it. However, because I want to have some fun, I will watch the pay-per-views. I will try my best to not interfere with the match cards. So I want the game to simulate it and decide who's our champion, keeps things fresh. I may adjust the pay-per-view cards just to make them more entertaining. So I don't plan to change the matches themselves, like the competitors. I may just change the match types, maybe add a ladder match, maybe add a last man standing. Who knows? We're gonna see. I will not use the automatic rivalry system because we are simulating and we're not watching the weeks. So we're not gonna see those, brief cinematics with interferences that happen because of the rivalry. And they also waste match spaces on PLEs. You can use them, but you will need to make your PLEs larger, like have 12, 13 matches. We also have space for the rivalries to conclude. I will not interfere with the divisions ranking. I will let each championship have its own division and adjust according to wins and losses. But I may just make changes if we see that we keep getting the same rivalry, the same match, the same title matches over and over. The purpose is to not get this and to have fun and enjoying universe mode. Now, to fix the universe mode, we're gonna need to tackle it from 3 perspectives. Well, first one will be the calendar. We're gonna need to fix the calendar in the universe mode. And to do that, we're gonna need to delete the shows. So we're gonna delete Smackdown, NXT, and Raw. But for us to be able to do this, we're going to need to add a placeholder show, a dummy show, so that we can basically clean up the calendar. We're going to delete all the pay-per-views because they are messed up. We need to have pay-per-views within 4 weeks of each other. That is especially important for the rivalry system to work properly, but also to give the divisions sufficient time to adjust themselves, to add wins and losses and see who deserves to have the championship matches. We're gonna add minor shows for the big shows that have a roster of 40 plus. So most likely Raw and Smackdown are gonna have house shows, minor shows. Those are just so that there is sufficient time for the wrestlers to fight and adjust the divisions better. For the pay-per-views, the Raw and Smackdown ones, we're gonna add them in the last Sunday of the month. And for the NXT ones, we cannot add them in the same day, it doesn't allow us, so we're just gonna go with the third Sunday of the month. For roster, well, I will update the face heel status according to live TV. So, for example, AJ Styles is set as a face in the game, but we also saw that he's a heel and an amazing heel at that. We need to adjust it. I will try to adjust the rosters for each show to match the live TV WWE. I will update the tag teams and create some new teams just to better match the live TV, like A-Town Down, you know? It's not set as a team, or Miz and R-Truth. So I will set them up. I will have to clear all allies and enemies that are pre-built, just so it fixes the rivalry system. This is especially important if you're gonna have that specific superstar and his allies or rivals in a different show, because they will have those slots occupied forever. They're never gonna be able to solve those rivalries and never be able to interact with the allies. I will add attires for existing superstars. So I have some attires by What's the Status, some made by myself, some made by other people, and I will add them, but we're not using custom characters because from what I noticed, they kind of break the universe mode. Another fault is just the programming behind the software, I think. And the last thing that we're gonna take care about is to interact with the universe mode options like the cash-in, the rivalry system. We're gonna clear the championships because you will see that they come with a history behind them, like how long was the champion's reign and so on. But it's very hard to get a good and accurate data if we don't start from scratch, from zero. And I will also interact with the match tables, trying to make a better show. So set it up once and let the show decide afterward. And explore some custom matches that serve as a promo. So something that ends with a finisher. Like you can think of a promo that ends up in a brawl. It's not a promo per se, because that option in the game is gone. Hope they bring it back, but it's something. Okay, so I was talking about the roster. I will not waste your time to show you what I do to every single character, every single wrestler, but I will show you a few examples that you can apply afterward for each one. So I'll go to my universe. I will go to superstars. Okay, and here we have the superstar list, yeah, with the allies and enemies, with the crowd reaction, cheer or boo, so heel or face. And from here we can also adjust the outfit. Let's work on AJ Styles. So I will press Y to edit. Okay, attires. I will pick attire from what's the status. I like this. Reaction. So this is face and this is heel. AJ is the heel. And the crowd balance is basically how the crowd reacts to them. Cheer, so crowd is gonna treat them like a face. They will cheer for them. Think like Rhea Ripley. Rhea is heel, but everybody cheers for her. This is a full-on heel. The crowd hates him. And this one is a mixed feeling, a mixed reaction. Most people will boo because he's a heel, but there are still some AJ Styles fans that really love him. I also love AJ Styles, so I will leave it as a mix. Okay. And now we're gonna have to clear the allies and the enemies. Let's do this. Don't worry, the game will automatically assign allies and enemies, and most of them will make sense. It's gonna take it from the team that they are part of. And the enemies will be set according to whoever is on the show. So Finn Balor will make no sense as an enemy because he's gonna be on Raw, so they're never gonna fight, and he's almost the highest rival. So I cannot use this. I will just remove them all. And managers, I also like to clear out the managers because there is a bug with the championships. And for example, if AJ Styles wins a title, all the managers here, all three, will also appear as the winners for that title. So it really muddies the statistics. So I just like to clear the managers, and if I want to have a manager in a match, I can add it myself for that specific match. Team, we're gonna interact with the teams a bit later. And that's pretty much it. Now, if you feel the attributes are too low, like you're gonna find some superstars that are just ranked way too low to be as competitive as we see on TV, or maybe you just don't like their rating, you find it too high or too low, you can adjust it from here. You can start by adding or subtracting 5 points from each category, and that usually goes higher or lower with 4 to 5 points of attributes. Can change the paybacks, but okay. I will save this. Save all settings. And now we got an AJ style with an updated outfit, and the crowd reaction is a heel. And I will repeat the same thing for all the superstars, but I will not waste your time to show you how I'm doing it for each one of them. So we're done. The main takeaway is to remove allies, enemies. I prefer to also remove managers, just so the managers doesn't appear as the champ when the champ wins, when the contender wins the championship. Just crowd reactions, and if you want to adjust the stats, you can increase it like with 3 points, 2 points for each category. I don't like to have some of the wrestlers just way too weak, you know, because the matches will be way too one-sided. So I try to get people close, pretty much not have anyone below 70. Right, you will see that for some of them I didn't make changes. That's because I don't intend to use them at all, so it doesn't matter if they have enemies and they cannot fight those enemies. It's not gonna be a problem. And I think we're done with the superstars. I'm not gonna use custom ones, even though it's very hard to have bloodline without them, because I'm concerned that the universe mode will start bugging out. That being said, we're gonna need to adjust the tag teams, and I will give you a couple of examples, then we're gonna see each other again after I'm done with the teams. So DIY, it's a legit team. Yeah. Now Alpha Academy, okay? Well, the problem is that Chad Gable turned heel and he left. Well, he was kicked out. So I'm going inside this team and see that Chad Gable and Otis are the tag members. Well, I can do that. So we're gonna remove Chad. And now we have Otis and Akira Tozawa as the tag team members. And with Maxine, maybe I can place her in some feud or for some mid-card title, we shall see. But yeah, I will change it. If you don't plan to use a team, you can just delete it. I delete the authority. Okay, the bloodline. This is a bit complicated because we don't know what's happening exactly. But, you know, Jimmy got kicked out. Roman didn't return yet. So, it's only Solo? I want to think about this. Yeah, at least 2 members. Well, okay, I will give it a try. I will try those custom superstars. I got them from What's the Status. So most likely, if they were to work, if custom superstars will ever work, now will be the right time. So Tama Tonga. Okay. And Jacob Fatu. There you go. And Tangaloa, I think. Okay, so I have this new bloodline. We're gonna see if the universe mode can handle them. If not, we're gonna just cut the deadline for now, the bloodline for now. We spoke. Or maybe add the Rock, but I don't see the Rock going in attacking with Solo. That's a bit ridiculous. They will be heroes. Boo. Okay. I will delete this team because I plan to use Botch for the new Catch Republic with Tyler Bate. So I'm gonna create a new team. And I think that Rich Holland went to chase you, so I need to delete this. So I showed you some examples of how to. Wait a minute. I just removed Chad Gable a bit earlier. So what's happening? Okay. Oh, I will try again. Remove Chad Gable. Okay. Maybe I messed up somehow, but for now it seems to be fine. So my apologies. Yeah, definitely I forgot to save. I don't know how, but I did. So my apologies, guys. I'll solve it real fast. Tamatonga, Tangaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Okay, please save. I don't see any option to save more than I saved already, so let's go out. Okay, Alpha Academy is fine. The program, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I showed you how to edit the existing teams to make them accurate and make them match the TV. Well, to create a team, you just press this create button, Now I'll show you an example with New Catch Republic. So here you can name the team. Okay. We don't have a team announcement. I don't think so. New Catch Republic. Sometimes they add stuff like this, but yeah, and let's not waste time with this. Yeah. Okay, now we add the members of this tag team. So it's gonna be Butch. His name now is Pete Dunne, but they didn't change it. I think I'm blind. Okay, let's go with superstars. Oh, my apologies, guys. This doesn't work because my changes didn't got saved, so they are still busy with this team. Let me delete it. Perfect. Now, we created new public. Okay, and now we should be able to find him. Let's go to B. There we go. And Tyler Bates. There we go. Okay. Crowd reaction, we're gonna go with cheers. They are faces. And now about the entrance. The entrance that they give you by default, in my opinion, sucks. Okay, let me show it to you. And you tell me if this is something that you want to see in your game. It's not that bad. But yeah, you have to start editing the music, the Titantron movie, and you can make some really cool stuff, I guess. But I found it not really necessary. It takes me too long to do that. So what I do is just have them enter separately. They say I don't have to literally create an entrance from scratch. However, the tag victory motion, you cannot just remove it, and the default one really sucks. Like, you guys are gonna hate it. I mean, look at this thing. You can't be real. Yeah. So this is not okay. I mean, I don't know. It really doesn't fit them. I think this is like a win motion for some ladies or something. So we're gonna have to adjust it. There's no other way to handle it. Maybe I'll pick a template, rolling brutes. Okay. They seem hyped up. Let's preview. Okay. I like this, and it comes with a lot of stuff built in for me. I just need to change the music. I don't have the New Catch Republic music. I cannot add it unless the game added it for me. Sometimes they add stuff like this, but no. So we're gonna pick the music from one of the stars. I will pick the one from Tyler Bates. It's a bit groovy, but gets the job done. And now the victory won't be that weird motion that we saw. But yeah, here you have to interact with it. You can skip out on the entrance by having them come separately. And let's save this thing. Okay. Now for a team that you want to find a template, I think I'm gonna create a team with Shotzi and Meichin, because we're gonna need a lot of teams. We just don't have enough of teams. We need to remove Santos Escobar from here, but we're gonna need teams because on the female side we really don't have that many teams. Just the party girls and witches and Piper and Chelsea, and that's not enough to run a division. So I will try to scrap and put together some teams, but for me to get Michin and Shotzi together, because I know they are friends, I will need to remove her from the OC. Okay, now let's create that team. For Michin, I need to fix the attire because the cap, her hat is messed up. And Shotzi. There we go. But they don't have an official team name, so what I can do is just write their names. Michin and Shotzi Blackheart. I'll go simple because there is a character limit. I have 15 left. This is okay. Now, I think there are faces, like I saw Michin fight Nia Jax, and Shotzi, it's already a face. I'll go with Cheer. I can't do together because I don't want to create an entrance for them, so I'll go separate. And for the victory motion, we're gonna have to make up something. Like for the Newcastle Republic, we use that Brawling Brutes template, but for those two, we're not gonna have any template that matches. I don't think so. So what we can do, well, let's start easy with the music. I wonder what's Michin's music. Baddie in Charge, I think. Michin. Man, I missed it. Miaim. Okay, that's why I missed it. Yeah, I like it. Now for the motion. There are some cool ones. You guys will have to find them. Fire and Desire is for like a very hot ladies team. Fire and Dawn, I think. They're not that show-offy. Fire and Desire. Well, I remember that it was spicier than this, but so that's one that is for the ladies. You can install those generic ones. It sucks that they don't tell you male, female. They just say generic. There are some others that I like. Of course, you can go with the party girls, but maybe you don't want to copy them. Some other... Oh, mixed tag. Okay, so you got some ladies options here. But I will show you some really cool ones. This is Judgment Day. I think okay, they have one for Candice LeRae and the Hartle. Okay. The one that is really cool, and I think that matches them a lot, will be the this one, Disputed Age. I finally remembered. Take a look. Because of the hand signs, especially. Like Michin wears that face cover sometimes. So I will use this. Disputed Age. I think this is one of the coolest. I will leave. Let's see, what's this? So I think it's okay. Yeah. Okay. And you don't have to bother with movies like adding a Titantron movie or anything like that. You will see the show like Smackdown. Let's save this. And now we created our victory scene. Okay. I will save. So I've showed you how to create teams, how to edit the teams. If you guys find the need, I can leave in the description the teams that I've made. But for now, we're good to go, and I need to fix Michin's attire. Alright, so I managed to build the teams. The main problem, as I said earlier, is with the ladies. The women team are just too few to have a tag division, and they are too few to run even on a single brand, but especially for 2 or maybe 3. I will surely do an NXT, but I don't know if I will make a woman tag division there. So, talk a bit about the teams. I try to follow everything that's on TV that I can follow, and create some other teams, especially for the ladies, so that we have a division to run. DIY, 8 Down Down, those 3, Sonia, Shayna, and Zoe. I don't have their name yet. Maybe we're gonna see next week. So Alba Fire, Nyla Dawn, Alpha Academy, Awesome Truth, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, the Bloodline, the new Bloodline. Those 2, I think they went heel. I may need to change that on NXT. Chase you. And the Creed Brothers, the Mafia. Damage Control, this was a bit tricky because I had to remove Bailey since she's no longer a heel and she is no longer with Damage Control. And the problem is that we don't have Kairi Sane yet. So because we don't have Kairi, I had to use Dakota and Asuka as a team. And Dio is the one that runs for the single title, while Asuka and Dakota go for the tag titles. Gallus, Hitro, I think they'll go to NXT, I'm not sure. Imperium, I had to kick Vinci, just like on TV. In the share, well, those guys were all fired. So I don't know if we're gonna need them or not. If we don't need them and we have sufficient people to run the division, I think I may just cut them. Judgment Day. So the champs are Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Finn's head is huge in this outfit. I need to change that. I took a note. Okay. Figures. Okay, in Latino World Order, I removed Santos Escobar. You see that they're in Smackdown. We're gonna fix that later. The shows. We're gonna fix the shows later. And Legado del Fantasma. Added Santos Escobar. Made the team with these two, Maris and Carmela. They seem to match. Michin and Shotzi need to fix that Michin skin still, but that Shotzi skin is fire. Natalia and Tegan Knox, I know that they are a real team. Tegan, so the tire is cut, doesn't go down enough for Tegan. I need to fix that. New Catch Republic, so Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. The New Day, man, I miss Biggie. Don't you dare be sour. Okay. The OC, so the Good Bros are back together. I'll have them on SmackDown with AJ. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Pretty Deadly, Street Profits. I added Bobby as a singles run, remember? Viking Raiders. The Way. This is the team that happened some years ago. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. They have a template basically, so it was really simple to do. And this random team, I didn't know what to do, what to pick. But if I get a better idea, I'll make a better team. But I know for sure that I will not use those two, Nikki Cross and Tamina, for singles runs. So maybe they can fill a spot in the women's tag division. Okay, so this is all that we had to do with the tag teams. You can create yours. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we covered the roster, superstars, the tag teams. Rivalries, you should have nothing, and since it's a new universe, there should be nothing, but you can check. Doesn't hurt. Yeah, nothing. Okay. For options, so I don't want automatic rivalries. I will turn it off. This basically tries to create a 4 stages rivalry. It's gonna take some superstars from a division, and they will create a rivalry with rivalry actions, like someone will hit them during entrance and stuff like that. I don't really want it because we're not gonna be able to enjoy it that much, since I will simulate the weeks and we're gonna watch only the pay-per-views. And the thing is, if you have those rivalries, they need to solve at the pay-per-view. They cannot solve outside of it. So for that, you will need to sacrifice some card slots, some matches to this. So you're not going to have sufficient space for the titles. I want to run every single title at every single pay-per-view. You can work around it by increasing the number of matches in the pay-per-view, but it gets a bit crazy. Like you get 13 matches or so. However, this one, I like to leave it on. Tag team breakups and formations. So if the tag team does pretty bad, they may just decide to split. And we may get also some new teams, like if some superstars manage to interfere and help the other if they start getting allied. You may see some random teams getting started. I think we're gonna see it in action. I saw it and it wasn't bad, but for this you're gonna need to have some people that are not in a division. So if they're assigned to like the World Heavyweight title on Raw, they're not gonna go for a tag team. crowd reaction changing. I like to leave this on. This means that some people can turn from face to heel and from heel to face. Injuries are fine. It makes the thing a bit more unpredictable. Like someone having a 4-week injury, they're not going to be able to attend that pay-per-view for that month, and they will drop down in the rankings. They're going to be lower in the division, so they're not going to challenge the title that soon. Entrance, I leave it on, but you can turn it off for each individual match that you don't want to see the entrance. And for cash-in, this is broken. It's really bad. So I disabled the AI announced cash-in. The mid-match cash-in, I can leave it at 1 or disable it. And same for the post-match. If I do this, I will have to schedule the cash-in by myself. So what I prefer to do is to leave it at 1. This is like 10% chance for a cash-in to happen. And you will see later how we can fix this, because once the cash-in happens and the briefcase is well, the person owning the briefcase is removed from that briefcase, they get the title or not, but the briefcase will be like free without anyone owning it. You're gonna see that random unknown superstars start to schedule run-ins. It's very, very glitchy. You're gonna find like somebody invisible fighting you. So what we're gonna need to do is to remove the briefcase from the championships once the briefcase was used. You're gonna see it a bit later when we set up the shows. So for now, we leave it like this: a post-match cash-in. Seems like the only one that will give some chance for the Money in the Bank person to win. If they schedule in advance or mid-match, I haven't seen them ever win. So a 10% chance. And now for championships, this is simple. All you have to do is to clear every winner. We're gonna be able to assign the people that we want a bit later, but for now we need to clear the history of the championship. So you see I have Ilya here. I just removed the champion. Remove. I will let you do the rest. I'll be right back. And we're done. The championships were cleared. We're gonna go back. And now we need to take care of the shows and the calendar. Well, for the calendar, let's start with this. Enter the calendar, you see that we are starting in May. So this is after WrestleMania. What you need to do is delete the pay-per-views. Like this. It's gonna take some time, I know. You see that I delete them for every month. This is because we want to have a pay-per-view every 4 weeks. So we're gonna set it on the last Sunday in every month. I will leave you to clear everything else. Alright, so we clean the calendar of the pay-per-views. We're gonna add them back in. Now we need to create a dummy show, a placeholder show. I usually create it on Wednesday, but this time I changed my mind and I will create it on Thursday. You will see why. So you press on add show, a major show, a custom show. You don't have to really care about it, but you need 10 people inside. AOC doesn't let you create the major show. Oh, and also a champion. So I like to pick some wrestlers that I know I will not use in my run. I usually pick legends, just because I know that I will not use them. So we got 3. You can see at the bottom there. I will pick Bray Wyatt. I'm not gonna use Bray Wyatt. He passed away, and I'm not sure how to feel about this. I think that if they keep Bray Wyatt in the next game, I think I will also bring back Bray Wyatt and play him. But for now, yeah, rest in peace, man. Okay, we got 8, 9, 10. Those are 10 people that I will not use, let's say. And now we also need the champion, you would say. Okay. So we go to edit championship. We're gonna pick a championship here, 24/7, okay. And I'll give it to Andre. Save. Save. So this is my dummy show. You will see what's the purpose. Well, I can tell you right now. We're gonna remove Smackdown, NXT, and Raw to add them back in. This way, I'm not sure why, but you will see that in all the documentation that I got from those YouTube guys. This seems to solve some booking issues. And the repetitive booking, repetitive matches, basically is going to start anew. It's going to start fresh. So you have to delete them in this order. Smackdown, NXT, and we're going to delete Raw. This is why we need a placeholder on Thursday, in my case, because we cannot have nothing on the calendar. It's not going to allow you. So now that I delete Raw, we're going to get a time jump to Thursday. If we go back, you see that we have this custom-made show. Now what we have to do is to simply add our shows back, and also add some minor shows for the shows that will have 40 plus participants. So a good thing here is to go back, quit the universe mode, go back in. You may see that the card changes. Not okay, it didn't change, but we're gonna talk about why quitting the show it's useful. You keep quitting the universe mode, but for now, go back to the calendar, and we're gonna add Smackdown. Add major Smackdown. Okay, I like to leave the show details as default. So the name of the show, the referee is Charles Robinson, and yeah, the branding, arena, and so on. I like to leave them as they are. For the participants, we're gonna change this later, and the divisions, but for now we just want to add the show back. Okay. Now we're gonna add NXT back. And I want to add NXT on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, how it runs on TV. I'll explain why, and you can decide if you want to do it like me or not. The thing is, Raw will need a minor show, and I like to have the minor show on the next day, because if I have Raw on Monday, then I have NXT on Tuesday, then I have a Raw minor show on Wednesday. It's kind of confusing for me, so I like to have them together. And for SmackDown, Friday it's SmackDown, and the minor show, the live show, is gonna be on Saturday. So major NXT as it is, save. You see that is grayed out because we are already on Thursday. We got that time skip. We're gonna add Raw. Leave it as it is. Okay, and now for the minor shows. We're gonna press add show. Minor. Okay, and here you can leave it, leave the number of matches, but you have to pick the show to host. In my case, he's gonna host Raw talent. And you can simply save it, but I like to make it more branded. This is a bit too generic for me. So I will go to edit. I will go to show details. And basically I'll give it a name. For this one, I like to go with WWE Live. And I like to pick the referee that I'm not using on Raw. So I think on Raw I have James Cone, if I remember his name right. So I will pick AJ Smith. Now the different branding stuff. If possible, I like to use Raw, so to match the Big Show. But if I can't, there's no Raw, I will go with WWE Live. Okay. Technically, I know that the house show for Raw is main event, but to me it sounds so weird. Like it's a live event, a live house show, and they call it main event, and it's not on TV, and no important match happens, no stakes. So I find it weird to call it main event. That's why I changed it. Raw. All right. For commentary, I like to use Raw, or if I feel that I want something different, you get starting to hear the same commentary, even though we're gonna sim, so we're not gonna hear it. You can pick general purpose, or even oh, we don't have WWE Live. Yeah, so the other option is to pick like an older Raw, or the generic commentary, general purpose. I will use Raw. Very nice Raw. Okay. Now, show image and watermark. I like to use, so if you don't download some images, it's gonna be a bit tricky to find something that you like. But I like to use arena images, because you see it has all this branding that kind of fits, like different ways to brand Raw and SmackDown. For example, for SmackDown, I use this one, SmackDown Live. But let's see what we can use for Raw. We'll use this one. And remember that for Raw, there's nothing that shows Raw Live. So I think I will use the WWE Live sign. This one. We can always change it later on, so it's not that big of a deal. Once again, arena images. So we can go with WWE Live. And save. And save again. And now we got the minor show for Raw. NXT won't need a minor show, I don't think. Now I'm gonna create it for SmackDown. Alright, so we got the minor show for SmackDown, SmackDown Live. I will delete the placeholder and we're gonna get the time jump to Friday. Alright, and now it's gonna be time to add back the PLEs. At first, when I started doing this, I was really confused because I didn't know what PLEs to add for each month. If you guys need it, I will leave in the description what I'm using for each month. Let me show you how to add the PLEs. So in April, I will add WrestleMania and NXT Stand and Deliver. Press on add PLE, and we're gonna pick WrestleMania. Okay. Raw and SmackDown are picked automatically. I will leave the number of matches in the table as it is for now. Go to show details, and maybe we can use WrestleMania 39, or we could literally use WrestleMania 40. They added it, but I really liked WrestleMania 39. I thought it was quite beautiful, so I think I will leave it to WrestleMania 39. And save. So you see, it wasn't any problem. Next, I will add NXT Stand and Deliver. This is NXT's WrestleMania. It was absolutely amazing. Too bad we don't have Obafemi. And it didn't pick NXT for some reason. I will have to pick it myself. Okay. And now Stand and Deliver hosts NXT. I will save. And I will continue adding the PLEs for the remaining months, and I'll be right back. And we're done. So I figured out why the NXT shows didn't add NXT by default. And this is silly, but it doesn't work because I moved NXT to Wednesday instead of Tuesday, and this this script is so dumb that they cannot figure it out. It tries to add this minor show, but you can't have a minor show on pay-per-view. So instead of being coded to look for NXT and add NXT, it just adds whatever is on Tuesday. Weird. Okay. If you want to take a look at what I've done, so this is after WrestleMania. We are starting with the Backlash and Spring Breaking, Night of Champions, and NXT Battleground. You can create your own PLEs, so it's completely accurate to what you see on TV for that month, but it takes a lot of time. So instead of picking those pre-built ones, you can just go with custom PLE. The options are here, but you're gonna have to touch the match table and make a lot of changes. So to give you an example, I could have Clash at the Castle. Queen's Crown. King of the Ring. Yeah, that was next actually. King of the Ring after Backlash. So you can find them, but you need to build them from scratch, and that takes quite a long time, and I usually don't do it, at least in the first year. Going back. So on June, Night of Champions and NXT Battleground. July, Money in the Bank and NXT The Great American Bash. August, SummerSlam, NXT Heatwave. September, Payback and NXT Gold Rush. Fastlane in October and Halloween Havoc. November, Survivor Series and NXT Battleground. December, here you can skip this if you feel like it's awkward to have PLEs during this holiday season. I'm not sure if WWE runs pay-per-views in December, but I added Night of Champions, seems a bit more festive, and NXT Gold Rush. We don't have something that matches better, in my opinion, unless we create something custom. And January is the Royal Rumble and New Year Evil for NXT. February, Elimination Chamber. Perhaps this is the second PLE that I love. First one is WrestleMania, but this will be a close second for me. And NXT Vengeance. On March, added Extreme Rules and Roadblock. If you got better ideas, you can add whatever you want. But you see, I'm doing it on the last Sunday and the third Sunday to give 4 weeks space between each PLE. April, WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver. So right now we're done with the calendar. I feel like I should change the icon here. It's just a bit too boring. Let me pick something that matches Raw, but not the same as Raw. Don't worry, this will be... Okay, I'll pick this one. Yeah, looks like a smaller row. Okay, so we are done with the calendar. We fixed the shows. We fixed the PLEs. We have the small shows here, the minor shows, the house shows, to allow more room for people to fight and adjust the division rankings. And this will be the first week of the month, and it's gonna start with Smackdown. But before that, I will need to make changes to the shows. So let's take a look. From this edit shows button, we're gonna take care of the match table and the rosters for each show, and also the divisions for each championship belt. You don't need to modify the minor shows, you can leave them as it is, but we're gonna need to modify Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Don't delete it, just select it. Okay. And from participants, we're gonna be able to modify the roster. From match table, change the match table. So what sort of matches we're gonna see during the show and the chance. How likely it is to see those matches. Championships and divisions. We're gonna work here. Power rankings, it's a mess to work with. And over time, it's gonna adjust itself. But you can also work it, at least the first 10. Because the first 10 get a bonus, like +1 attributes all the way to +2 and +3. So if you feel like you want to pick your best talent here for that show, you can do it, but I'm not gonna bother with the power rankings. Maybe I will do the first 10, but for now I will start with the championship. So why do I do this? I want to clear money in the bank because Damian Priest cashed in and won the belt. Okay, so I will remove the champion. But now that I remove the champion, so it was used, we're gonna get a glitch. Like the game will try to cash in matches for this championship, and we're gonna see unknown wrestler challenging our champion. So what we have to do is to remove the briefcase, like so. And once we get in July to Money in the Bank, we're gonna have the matches to determine the winners for Money in the Bank, ladies and men, and then we're gonna add them with a champion attached. So let's say that this year Jey Uso will win this. I have Money in the Bank here by default. If not, I can just I can pick it. And from championship, I will. Oh, wait a moment. Money in the Bank. Okay, select Money in the Bank briefcase. And now I get to pick the holder. So let's say that Jay will win as it should have happened, in my opinion. We're gonna add it back in, and we're gonna leave it here until he's done using it. But yeah, for now, we're gonna have to remove the briefcase. Besides of this, for the belts, we got the heavyweight championship, the TV title, so the Intercontinental Championship, the tag titles that were changed. So we're gonna pick the other belts, and we have already to pick somebody that won them, and that will be the Awesome Truth. So yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna vacate the slot. Sorry, I removed the belt instead of vacating. Okay, so why to remove the champions? And I will have only the belts. We're gonna see how to assign the champions later, so we don't have to deal with that bug. And the woman titles. I'm conflicted about adding a mid-card title for the ladies, but we're gonna see if they do it on TV, and then I will add it. So for now, I just want to save. We made adjustments to the championship belts and remove the briefcase until somebody wins it again. Save. And we're gonna do the same for Smackdown and NXT. Okay, so they changed this one. Those are really beautiful, and it was 8 down in theory, and Grayson Waller. And the briefcase is empty, so I will remove the slot so we don't have to deal with that bug. X to vacate the slot. We're gonna save this, and the NXT should be fine as it is, but let's double check. Yeah, we should also add the mid-card title for the ladies, as they did. It's a really beautiful belt. Custom. It's this one. The problem is that, well, we don't really have enough NXT talent. We don't have enough women to manage both divisions. It's gonna feel quite empty, but I will see. Once I build the rosters, I will see what I can do to maybe also get. Oh, it's her song, JC Jane, to get this mid-card belt. But for now, I will not add it. There's just too little talent, not enough ladies in the game. So we leave it as it is. So now I showed you how to change the titles, or change to make some fixes there. It's mostly about the Money in the Bank case. That one is very glitchy. Now for the roster, I will show you how to update it. You go to participants. Okay, and you see that we have raw people here, but maybe we want to make adjustments. I will try to keep it as close as possible to TV, and I found that the best way to do this is to use the right bumper. You see, changes to champions, to superstars, women superstars, custom, and I go to Raw. So everybody from here is on Raw, and whoever is no longer on Raw, like Apollo Crews, we saw him on Smackdown. I can just remove him. Yeah, Candice is on Smackdown, so I can do this. I will work. Yeah, Chelsea Green, she's also on SmackDown. Yeah, she left with Piper Niven. So this is what I will do to remove the people that should no longer be here, and I will show you how to add people afterward. Be right back. Alright, so I lost like 20 people on Raw. Hope I didn't made any mistakes here. Alright, so now that we cleared out the roster, I removed everybody that I don't want to use and everybody that should not be on Raw. They are on other shows. How we can add talent? Well, there are many ways to do it. What's my preferred way is, well, save here. So we get the updated roster. Go back, go to my universe, go to superstars, and from here you can see the show that they got assigned, right? So Tozawa, it's on Raw. Okay, so for example, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, they are on Raw now, they are not on SmackDown. What I will need to do, well, I can edit, assign show, go on Raw, remove from SmackDown. Right. Save it for the universe. Okay, and now she's on Raw. Man, Andre the Giant with 24/7 title kills me. So those two should be on SmackDown. I will show you this example also, and then I will let you do it yourself. SmackDown. Well, let me actually get somebody to show you how to bring them on Raw. But yeah, you got it. It's not that difficult. Just edit. The match control is on Raw now, so hey. Okay. Oh, Asuka is on Raw. Alright. I'll take care of this and I'll be right back. Alright. For divisions, what I like to do is to edit the division that they provide for me. Just remove everybody and build it from scratch. We're not gonna assign champions yet. What will happen is that during the first week and maybe the second week, we're gonna assign the champions through matches, and that's the only time we're gonna interfere with the results. Instead of simulating, we're gonna decide the winner ourselves. This is the way to get the champions that you want and fix the title history. What I will try to do is to follow live TV. So this is right after WrestleMania. Cody got the title, Damian Priest got the title, you get it. So let's start with the big boy. I did the division, and we know that Seth is part of the division. Drew, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Gunther, Damian Priest. Maybe Chad Gable, I'm not sure. Let's save it like this for now. And we're gonna adjust the rankings so that the champion will be the first. So we're gonna have a match where Damian will win the title. And we want to have him against the person who's gonna place last in the division. Because we want to have the matches matching the reality, I would say. So Damian fought Jey Uso. That was his first match. Then he fought Drew McIntyre. Then he fought Seth. The next is Gunther. So CM Punk will be my so-called sacrifice here. I'm gonna put him in a match with Damian. CM Punk versus Damian, and Damian will win the title. That means that if Damian will win all his other matches, will retain, he's gonna face Jey Uso first. It's bugging out. Let's save and do it again. So edit ranking. Doesn't want to let me do this. Edit ranking. He doesn't move. I cannot fix all the bugs. I can only fix the ones that we have documented on the internet. This is very weird. I'm not sure why. It doesn't allow me to set him behind. Maybe it's a power ranking thing. No, he's not in the top 10. I really don't know. The last attempt would be to just remove Drew. And add Drew McIntyre again. No, he goes back to second. Oh, now he takes it. So let's place him. He always goes ahead of Jay. That's so weird. Okay, I had to. Yeah, he always goes ahead of Jay. That's such a weird glitch. I will have to leave it like this. But you guys got the idea. And it's good to have an even number because Damian Priest will be the champion here, right? Okay. Then we're gonna have 5 other people here, an odd number. That means that one of the of the competitors of the division will fight Damian, and the other 4 that remain will fight among themselves to climb up the division rankings up and down. Of course, it works even with an odd number of people. So you can add whoever you like. But I will try to make some beautiful and simplistic divisions. So I've done this. Let's do it for the tag team. Not that hard. So we have Judgment Day. We have Awesome Truth. New Day. I'm not sure if the others are in the cards. I think the Creed brothers were. So once again, we got an even number. And this will be won by the Awesome Truth. Edit this. So who they fought? They fought DIY, but they are on Smackdown. I sent them to Smackdown. And they lost to the Judgment Day. I think I will keep the division in this order. And their first match will be against the New Day. New Day will lose and they will be champions. And from there, I will let the simulation handle it. For the women's division, so I worked a lot on fixing this. I'm not sure if the Smackdown will have sufficient ladies. We're gonna see. But for now, I will set the ones that are on Raw for sure. So Party Girls, the Witches, Damage Control, Shayna and Zoe, and Natalia and Tegan, even though I haven't seen them in a tag match for a while. Let's remove them for now. Okay. I will do the rest, and once I return, I will show you everything that I set for divisions for all shows. Alright, so I managed to build the divisions. Let's talk about them. Okay, so for this title, we got Damian Priest, Chiuso, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Gunter, CM Punk. I added a few more. Rey Mysterio. He said that maybe soon have another shot at some point before he retires. And Braun Strowman, which is a huge guy. I see him in the title picture. For the IC title, well, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker. Those four already fought over it. Added Ilya, Sheamus, Kaiser. Those two also were in the picture. And I also added Dom. There were some other options, like Dijak or Ricochet or Karrion Kross, but two of them already left. I think this is the best selection that I could have done. And for our first champion, so it's gonna be Damian Priest to match WrestleMania, and I will get Rey Mysterio. I will get Rey Mysterio to lose for this title. He's gonna be the last in the division, so eventually we're gonna get to see Ray in action, but later down the line. For this one, yeah, Dom will job. Or Ludwig, because he's hurt, injured. Yeah, I think it's a better idea. For tag team, we got Awesome Truths. I added LWO, Alpha Academy, New Day, Judgment Day. Oh, Judgment Day, New Day, interesting. Creed Brothers and Awesome Truths. So those two will be the champions. And the next in line, the contenders. Yeah, Judgment Day. And for our boys to get instated, who's gonna take the bump? I think LWO. I haven't seen them compete for this title in a long while, so. Now for the ladies, so you don't remember what happened. The WrestleMania, Becky got the title because Rhea got injured. And next in line was Liv Morgan. Then Liv Morgan fought Zelina. I feel like I should place it on Liv Morgan because Becky is on hiatus. So here I will start from the point where Liv Morgan beat Becky and got the title. Next in line is Zelina. We saw it on TV. Then Rhea Ripley, She's back right now. And most likely Io Sky, I'm not sure if she's gonna take her shot, or Sonya, because she beats damage control with Shayna and Zoe. And most likely she's gonna want to go for the title. I'll do this. Alexa Bliss is not back yet, same for Raquel Rodriguez, but I think Alexa Bliss will return first because we got the Wyatt 6. So Becky Lynch will job for us and get the Liv Morgan title. For the ladies, so I don't have Jade Cargill to make a team with Bianca. So the titles will get on the next in line. The Witches, Fire and Dawn. And it seems that next on the line, pretty much everybody here. But those are heels, heel. So I want the faces at least closer. Let's add another face team. So we have heel, faces, heels, faces, and damage control. We have to job for this. Asuka is hurt, so we're not gonna see them for a while. And I don't have Kairi Sane, he's not yet in the game, so I will have to pair her with Dakota. And the people that eat the triple layer mousse cake and have a cup of coffee during Raw, but they are still used. You will see that some matches also involve them. Or at least I hope so. For now, let's save this. So I got you guys the divisions for Raw. Let's check NXT. On NXT, I had a problem. Pretty much not enough people, and a lot of the people that we have here are hurt or fired. So yeah, I did what I could. We know that Rick Williams was the champion. He won it from Ilya Dragunov, but Ilya moved to Raw, so I need a division here. I know that Tony D was a challenger for Ilya before Trick. Noam Dar. So I think this is a fine arrangement, and Brooks Jensen will job for Trick. And from there, Jesus take the wheel. For US, this is even worse. We don't have Obafemi. Dijak left for Raw, and now he left WWE. Only Josh Briggs was in the picture at the Send and Deliver. But in the meanwhile, we had Wesley challenge Obafemi. Basically, only those two people are legit here. I will give the title to Josh Briggs. Let's assume that he won the triple threat at Send and Deliver, because we don't have Dijak or Obafemi. And I think Wolfgang will take the bump. Tex Loomis or Scripts or Drew Gulak. Fired, White 6, but we don't have it. Scripts, I think he's also fired. So I don't know. I think I will keep it like this. For tag teams, we got Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Chase You, the Coffee Brothers, and I also added Hit Row just to have enough people in the division. I didn't want to move the Mafia or those two, the Country Boys. I wanted them to be on single titles. So yeah, we don't see them on TV either way. They should be on Smackdown, but since they are not on TV at all, I rather have them on NXT so they can do something. The ladies, this is an amazing division. So Roxy is the champion. She beat Lyra Valkyria, which we don't have, and she's on Raw. And I think all those ladies are part of the title picture. Most likely the first challenger should be Tia Hale. So heel face, I think she's heel. Gigi's face and JC's heel. We have more heels than faces. It is what it is, but maybe we turn Fallon to face. She is face in the game. Yeah, I will turn her face. So Gigi is hurt, and Cora Jade is also hurt. Gigi, Cora should come back ahead of Gigi because Gigi's injury is relatively new. But I really like Gigi Dorin, and I want her to be champion at some point. I hope she's gonna get a win for us. So those four are in line. Heel face. Yeah, I'll go like this. And Gigi will take the bump for Roxy. And the mid-card belt for ladies, the NXT Women's North American Championship. What I did is that I added to NXT some of the ladies from Raw that could not fit in the title picture. Their stats are in general too low to compete in that division. But here they are all around 70 something. This should be a good competition. I got no idea who to place here. I really don't know. Because we don't have any of the competitors besides Michin. But set her in a tag team. And I like that Shotzi Michin team, so I'm not gonna do it. So I let the game decide for me. The game decided this order, and I'm not gonna have somebody job set somebody a champion. I will let all 6 of them fight, and whoever wins gets a title. That's the fairest shot. And some people to eat that triple layered moose cake, have a cup of coffee every NXT. And for Smackdown, I have a really nice surprise. Okay. So for this division, we know that Cody beat Roman. I will have Roman job to Cody. Cody gets the title. Then next in line was AJ Styles. Then it seems that Solo. And now the question is, who's gonna challenge next? I see Bobby Lashley as a very credible threat. I see Randy as a very credible threat. The Rock, of course, but I didn't add him because he's not part of the roster, I would say. I think he's gonna have a match with Cody at WrestleMania, but I don't know, so I'm not so sure when to get The Rock. Maybe I will do it at WrestleMania. After Bobby, I think Randy could take a go at it, or maybe Randy earlier. But I don't really know. And Shinsuke Nakamura got transferred to SmackDown. We haven't seen anything from him, but I feel like he will go for this belt. He already fought Cody Rhodes before. Big E, he's back from injury, but he didn't return in the ring yet. And Roman Reigns. Let's get Big E as the jobber for Cody this time. This will bring Roman closer to have the rematch at some point. And maybe we're gonna also see Big E fight for a title eventually. Of course, guys, you can make your own divisions. If you don't like that I added Big E, you can just remove Big E. It's not the problem. But I thought it's gonna fit because he was also the champion at some point. For the US title, it's Logan Paul. He's gonna be the champ. Which sucks. I really despise this guy. Thing is, I find him very boring to watch. Like he's very good in the ring, but all his matches always end the same way. He cheats. He gets the brass knuckles, and that's how he wins. It's getting tiresome for me to see that every single freaking match. So, LA Knight will be the challenger. Now, I know Kevin KO fought Logan quite often for this belt. I bet that Carmelo would want to go for it. And out of those people, oh, Santos Escobar, he fought with LA Knight to see who gets the shot. So he should be somewhere at the top. And from here, we know that Baron Corbin is active. Jimmy Uso is hurt, but I can't place him on the world title picture. Most likely he's gonna return to Raw, but we don't know yet what will happen. But yeah, he's not gonna beat Roman or Solo. I mean, he will beat Solo to be honest, but yeah, I don't want to have Bloodline members there. So I will place him on the US title. It will be really cool to have Jimmy as a champion. Not sure if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna see. And Cameron Grimes, who was fired, he's gonna job for Logan Paul, but I will keep him. I like Cameron Grimes, and I'm really sad that he's no longer in Smackdown. You know, for the tag titles, so those guys won, Austin Fury and Grayson Waller, and they lost it to DIY, but before that they had a match with Street Profits, so I will have Pretty Deadly Job. They returned, but yeah, they are the latest. Or maybe New Catch Republic, because I think Pete Dunne is hurt. Heel, face, face, heels, face. It's fine. It's okay. And for the ladies, here I have the surprise. So this was a problem because all those ladies have huge stats. Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair, they have 90 plus. They're insane. Bayley is close to 90. Tiffy is also close to 90 for me because I increased her stats, and same for Blair. So I couldn't really get any random woman here. They will just endlessly lose. I needed some strong women, some powerful women that could handle this crazy heat. This title will be extremely competitive. So I brought on some legends, guys. Trish, Lita, Eve Torres. Of course, you don't have to do this, but I loved them. They were part of my childhood, and they have really good power scores, so they can compete. Now, let's think about this. Bayley will be the champ. Next in line, if no one from here, because it was Naomi and Tiffy. Okay, we don't have Naomi in the game. Bianca didn't go for it. Charlotte is hurt. I think I should do this. Yeah, and I will keep Bianca in this title picture. I'd rather see. I can't move Eve Torres. Oh man. It is what it is. But yeah, this division will be straight fire. Got one phase, 2, 3, 4. I said Trish has a face. In heels, well, Eve Torres heel, Shadow Flare, I said as a heel. And Blair and Tiffy. Yeah, very balanced, 4 to 4. I love this division. It's gonna be absolutely lit. And for that, keep in mind this is intersecting with the Raw female tag division. I will keep Chelsea and Piper. They are really good and funny and entertaining. And this are an Indy Hartwell, they are a real team, I will keep them. Michin and Shotzi because I like those two together. And I don't want to bloat the division. We have like 3 to 4 on Raw. So I will go with 3 people here and the other 3, 4 from Raw. The champions will be the witches first. And we have the catering people here showing their amazing cakes and hot coffees. And those are my divisions. We are almost ready to go. The only thing that we still have to do is to touch the custom matches, the match table. So we're gonna do that right now. Alright, for the custom matches, I told you that we want some matches that can act as a promo. We're gonna do this. A one-on-one backstage brawl that ends first blood or finisher with a finisher. So it's a very quick match. It's like I don't know, Stone Cold ambushing Kurt Angle backstage. Whoever hits the finisher first wins that ambush fight. So let's accept this. Time limit is very short, 5 minutes at most, but it shouldn't be that long. Finishers, let's give them one finisher and low health, medium health. Don't really care. Can give them some crazy weapons. Shovel, candlestick. Let's have 2 candlesticks because they break. I don't know what this is. This is a door. Let's go. Okay, let's give it a name. This is promo fight backstage. And we're gonna watch one of those if they come up in the show. We got the promo fight, an ambush backstage. That ends with whoever strikes the finisher first. And we're gonna do the same, like an in-ring fight. 1-on-1. And it's gonna be I went for a no holds barred, no pin or submission. Let's do a finisher match here also. First blood? No, let's go with finishers. Very quick. People can also interfere in this match. I like this. Like, you can have mid-match running in. So those two are fighting in the ring for like a few seconds before they hit their finisher. Somebody else runs in to tear them apart. Let's give them two finishers here and the medium health. I think they're gonna use weapons, but I think this is fine. Name it in ring. No. I can think something like Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch before WrestleMania, when they had that fight in the ring after exchanging some words. It's not perfect, but it's something. Oh, my online is down. Well, let's return to the universe mode. Now we're gonna interact with the match card. Match table, sorry. So, match table for the show, and we get the default setup here. One-on-one normal matches, one tag team, so 3 matches is the limit, with a 33% chance to happen. Triple threats, fatal 4-ways. I don't like this 6-man thing, it's a bit insane. Oh, pressing the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so let's add our crazy new matches. We're gonna find them in custom matches. Promo fight backstage. In ring promo fight. Let's give it a limit. We don't want the entire show to beat this. It can happen only 2 times. One in ring and one backstage. And not make it that common. Like a 2% chance to happen. Fatal 4-way, I want 4%. Triple threat. Let's go with 7. That's fine. The tag matches. You see that I have 102% in total. He's still gonna take it, but it's not that accurate, so I will need to take from somewhere. Oh. Okay. It's on space. Now, maybe we want those one-on-one normal matches, but we don't want every single match to be just a normal match. We can pick some options. Maybe we are hoping that one of the one-on-one matches will be last man standing. So this is counting to 10, right? Yeah. I have only one. Another one-on-one match that we may want to see. Maybe tables? And those are really fun. False Count Anywhere is my favorite match type, honestly. I mean, you can't mess this up, you know. Having wrestlers fight anywhere, it's so entertaining. Fans can interact with them. They can go outside, they can go in the parking lot. So we have our options here for Raw. Table is a bit dull, I think. Let's get a special guest referee match. Those can be hilarious if the referee takes sides. And let's give them a decent chance to happen. 5%. You're gonna see them at least once in a while. And now we need to remove 15% because we took from the one-on-one pool of normal matches and we added those 3 variations. So 15% down. Okay, we're good. And maybe the same deal for tag team matches. We can make some fun ones. Going to. We want tables. No, I will keep tables for Smackdown. Let's go with tornado tag. So both people at the same time. And I don't like the cell matches because they make the match harder to see. They cover the screen. Ladder tag, a TLC match. I think this will be cool. Let's give it something like this. Okay, and we're gonna cut that 4% from the regular matches. Alright, it's looking good to me. For triple threats, I would like to have one more option at least. So let's make a triple threat with ladder matches have an interesting dynamic in triple threats. At least that's how I feel. So problem is that what are they climbing for? We don't know that those will be champions. Let's go with false count anywhere. This can't be boring. This will be really fun. Okay. So for Raw, I went with TLC matches. I went with tornado tag, with false count anywhere, last man standing, and special guest referee. Now I will also customize the Smackdown table. Yeah, so I don't want this 6-man whatever. And start with the custom matches that I made, or promo fights. Promo fight backstage. Oh, and the ring promo fight. I don't remember the chances that I gave it on Raw, so I can always check it. 2%, okay. can only have one. Okay, and now once again let's make some fun one-on-one matches. This is on Raw. Let's go with table matches on Smackdown. And I had last man standing. Here let's go with a submission. Basically the I quit match. And something else that will match Smackdown. We'll go with an ambulance match. Let's go with no holds barred. Let's give them 5. Then can happen only once per show. And let's cut this 15% from the one-on-one normal pool. So I need to cut 15%. The promos here, okay, it reduced it for me by 1% because it didn't add up. This is because lowered. Let's make it 50 here. Okay, and now for the tag teams, let's give them something fun to do. The we want tables movement. Yeah, still 4. I'll go with that. Happen only once. 2 and 2, and not that many options, but let's go with extreme rules. I don't think there's any difference between extreme rules and no holds barred, but that should be fine. We need to cut 8%. Here it says 7%. I can't really do that. Oh, I can. Here. Okay, we don't have the exact same numbers like on Raw, but that's fine. We don't mind having multiple options. It's twice the triple threat. With on Raw I went with ladder match, I think. Was not anywhere. Let's go with steel cage match. Not a big fan, but cut 1% from here. Okay. And for NXT smaller show, I won't do this. Maybe I should do the promo once at least. All right, let's cut 10% from here. Well, since I already cut here, why not make some adjustments here? Wouldn't take that long. So let's give them Iron Man. Let's give them Let's give them a special guest ref. Let's give them some 2-on-2 tag matches. So with the cage and a tornado tag. It happened only once. Let's give it some nicer odds. Spice up NXT. Not that high, but okay. Let's start cutting from here. All right, total of 100%. And we're good to go. To build this video and to make my universe mode as best as I can, as best as I could, I used a lot of resources, like probably many of you already did. I used the how to fix the universe mode video from Beachburn Bob. This really helped me understand that we can do something to fix it. In my video's description, I will just link all of those videos so that you guys can give them all a thumbs up. Also from the same channel, from Beach Barn Bob, I learned about customizing those matches so we can get some interesting ones. We're gonna see them in action. Just Brian here, another thing with custom matches, custom match types, how we can use them. Here I learned how to fix the championship statistics. J2K Hola. Here we have Assemble with some also great tips on how to fix the universe mode that I learned and applied to mine. And the follow-up video from Assemble, I will link them. And also this one that is quite good from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. I even added a comment back then with some additional stuff, and he pinned it.